Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Students, now in this video we are going to discuss a new chapter, name is photosynthesis in higher plants. So we are going to discuss a new chapter name is photosynthesis in higher plants. Now what is the process of photosynthesis and how this particular process of photosynthesis is going to be taken place, and what are the pigments are required, and complete detailed information regarding photosynthesis let us learn. So but in this particular class, so I'll give you somewhat introduction information, and so how our scientists they have started to believe the plants performs the process of photosynthesis. So that information also let us discuss in this video. Okay, so now all animals including human beings. Okay, so all animals including human beings, so thereby so all animals including human beings depends on the plants for their food. So that's no one having of a doubt regarding this. So definitely all animals including human beings also 100% depending on the plants for their food. Now green plants make or rather synthesize the food they need through the process of photosynthesis and or therefore called as autotrophs. Means here the green plants makes or the synthesize. Make or rather synthesizes the food that they need through the process of photosynthesis. Means here the plants, suppose if they have the capability to make or the synthesizes the food material, means so such kind of plants simply we will call them as autotrophs. This biology students के maximum members को தெரியும் or not maximum, all people know very well. So autotrophs means suppose if the plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, so such kind of plants we are calling them as autotrophs. Later green plants carry out the process of photosynthesis. So that particular process is known as a physico-chemical process. So thereby in sometimes in examinations they will ask you the process of photosynthesis is a physico-chemical process or a chemico-physical process or some other kind of physiological process or physical process. Likewise there are different types of options they will keep in front of you. At the time what is the correct option you have to pick? Photosynthesis is a physico-chemical process. Can you say this once? Photosynthesis is a physico-chemical process by which they use light energy to drive a synthesis of organic compounds. Means here the process of photosynthesis is a physico-chemical process. So in which or in these kind of processes what is going to be happen means plants utilize the energy or the light energy to drive synthesis of organic compounds. Means here what is the thing? So plants utilize the or uses the light energy. So when the process of light energy is used by the plants, so definitely they drive the synthesis of organic compounds. Means makes the synthesis of organic compounds. Ultimately all living organisms on the earth depend on sunlight for energy. Ultimately what it is, all living organisms on the earth all living organisms on the earth depend on sunlight for energy. So means, so thereby ultimately what is the point? When we are depending on the plants, so plants are depending on the light. So thereby what is the point we can finalize? Means ultimately all living organisms present on the earth depending on the sunlight for the energy. Depending on the sunlight. Next one, photosynthesis is important due to the two reasons. Sir, why sir we are giving this much of importance? Means, so definitely we have to give the importance to the process of photosynthesis, or we have to give importance to the plants. Why? Because there are two reasons which playing an important role there. The primary one is the primary source of all food on the earth. So that is a main primary source. Means here we are all surviving here and we are all doing our activities. Means all our activities initial point of view we have dependent on the plants. Suppose on the globe, suppose God has not created these plants, means so definitely so we cannot lead our life on the earth. So thereby here, because of the two reasons, the process of photosynthesis is important, definitely necessary. So there, first of all, for taking of food materials concerned, definitely, so we are depending on the plants, and later it is also responsible for the release of oxygen into the atmosphere by the green plants. And one more process, what is the point? One is one of the primary source point of view, 100% we are depending on the plants for the obtaining of food materials, that is the primary requirement. Second one, even so second requirement, the release of oxygen oxygen from the green plants into the atmospheric conditions. So thereby, so here even oxygen we can give a primary importance. Why? Because without food we can lead our life, so at least 2 or 3 days, so for example. But suppose if oxygen is not there, so we cannot survive even 2 or 3 minutes of time. So thereby here the primary importance we can take as release of oxygen, so by the plants or by the green plants, and second source here we can be taken so food. So but whatever may be that number that you don't consider, but two reasons point of view definitely. So here we have to give importance to the plants as well as the process of photosynthesis. So this is somewhat primary information which we can give or which we can learn under the introduction of photosynthesis chapter. Later, what do we know? So means here, what are the things we know furtherly, or what are the things that we have discussed earlier, or what are the things we have been discussed earlier or we knew very well? No. So chlorophyll, a green pigment of leaf, light and carbon dioxide are required for the process of photosynthesis to occur. What we know? So definitely there are different types of pigments, or there are different types of components altogether. Definitely helps to the process of photosynthesis. That's why here what are the points we are writing here? Chlorophyll is a green color pigment of a leaf, and the light, carbon dioxide are definitely required to the process of photosynthesis. So means all factors together, when all factors are present together or comes together, and definitely all together involves in the process of photosynthesis, then only we will see the process of photosynthesis. Okay, now the experiment carried out to look for the starch formation in 2 leaves. Means here, so here we can perform whether these plants are performing the process of photosynthesis or not. How we can carry out this one means, so in 2 leaves we can observe, one is variegated leaf and one more is the leaf that was partially covered with the black paper. Means here variegated leaf, so one is in variegated leaf we can notice, or suppose if the leaf it is partially covered by the black pepper leaf, in that particular type of leaves, so we can study the process of photosynthesis by exposing them to the light. Okay, when we are going to expose these 2 kinds of leaves to the light, at the time, so in the particular 2 types of leaves we can get the information whether these plants are performing the process of photosynthesis or not. Okay, next one, on testing these leaves for the presence of starch, it was clear that photosynthesis occurred only in the green plants of the leaves in presence of light. So thereby, after testing, after the primary experiment, so when we are testing these leaves for the starch storage, so at the time, no, definitely we will notice, so what are the green parts are there on the leaves? No, definitely the green parts of the leaf performs the process of photosynthesis. So thereby, in that particular locations, we will notice the presence of or depositions or accumulation of starch. So thereby, based on by seeing the starch depositions or starch accumulations, so what we can find out or what we can confine means, so there definitely, so the light is required to the process of photosynthesis. And another experiment concerned where a part of the leaf is exposed in the test tube containing somewhat some amounts of KOH, soaked cotton, so which absorbs the carbon dioxide, and other part of the leaf is exposed to the air. Means suppose here one leaf, means we should not cut the leaf from the plant. So the leaf we must take care about that. So the leaf it must be connected to the plant, that should not be detached. And there half of the leaf we are keeping in the test tube which contains of KOH. So KOH chemical solution. So why? Because when we are keeping the KOH solution in the test tube and when we are keeping half of the leaf in the KOH containing test tube, no, it conforms, so or it absorbs, means the KOH chemical compound which absorbs the carbon dioxide. So thereby, in this experiment what we are going to find out means, so whether the carbon dioxide is required to the process of photosynthesis or not. So thereby, so what we can get confirmation means, so definitely in this second experiment we will get confirmation the process of or in the process of photosynthesis whether there is an involvement of carbon dioxide or not, we will check. So thereby, what we are doing is half of the leaf, no, we are keeping in the test tube which contains of KOH solution, and remaining half of the leaf, no, we are exposing to the air. So thereby, so in this particular case, no, this kind of support or this kind of setup, so this kind of setup, okay, now this kind of setup is then placed in a light for some time. So now here, so here we have done. So we have done somewhat a setup. Means what is a setup? One plant we took and one leaf here. So that particular leaf, no, half of the leaf we have been inserted into the test tube, so which contains of KOH, and the remaining half of the leaf that we left in air itself. So in that particular case, what is the point now we are observing is, on testing, means here this entire setup now we are exposing to the light for some time. Later on testing, after some time, so when we are going to test now on testing for the presence of starch later in the two parts of a leaf, you must have found that the exposed part of the leaf tested positive for starch, while the portion that was not that was in the tube tested, that was in the tube tested negative. So thereby, here what is the point? What is the half of the part that we have been inserted into the test tube? No, so that was that gives negative result of starch. And what is half of the leaf that we have left outside of the test tube, no, or that we have left into the air, no, so that was given positive result with the starch. So thereby, half of the leaf means what is half of the part of the leaf that we have been inserted into the test tube which contains of KOH. So that particular half of the leaf it is not involved in the process of photosynthesis. So thereby, and what is the half of the leaf that we have inserted out, that we have left freely outside of the test tube, when the particular half of the leaf was exposed to the air, no, definitely, so that was the remaining half, means that particular half of the leaf gave positive result with the starch. So thereby, what is the point now we are understanding here is, definitely carbon dioxide, so the carbon dioxide is required to the process of photosynthesis. So that is the point now we are finalizing here. So thereby, this showed that CO2 was required for the process of photosynthesis. Definitely the process of in the process of photosynthesis, which one is required? Kandipa carbon dioxide is required. Later earlier experiments or early experiments. So their earlier experiments point of view, Joseph Priestley in 1770 performed a series of experiments. In 1770 he was performed a series of experiments, and the series of experiments revealed that essential role of air in the growth of green plants. So he was given information or the essentiality of the air in green plants. He was given explanation. So later Priestley, you may recall, discovered the oxygen in 1774. So thereby, based on this, when he was given the information, definitely, so for the plant growth and development point of view, when the air is required. So likewise, when Joseph Priestley was given such kind of statements related to the plants, so here we are recalling, so the oxygen was discovered by the plants. So plants, so definitely, so that's why here oxygen was discovered by 1774. Okay, later Priestley observed that a candle burning, idi important, so from here onwards koncham important, so nalla pathikalam. So Priestley observed that a candle burning in a closed space. So appadana closed space is nothing but a bell jar. Belger, if you'd like to see now, once you open the textbook and you can see there setup, diagrammatically setup, we can see there. So Belger ulle he was placed a burning candle. So soon get extincted. So when we kept one lightning candle in the closed conditions, so konju neram, so definitely it will be in normal situations only. But when the oxygen levels are reduced down, so definitely that particular candle will not be in burning situation. Definitely it will be extinguished, so means that will turn off. So likewise, similarly, a mouse would soon suffocate in the closed space, means at the time, second, similarly, along with burning candle, it was placed a mouse. So at the time, so very soon both were extincted, means extinguished, means here the mice was died, even the candle also is not burning. So at the time, what is the condition he was observing? When I was kept, or Joseph Priestley, when he was placed a burning candle in the bell jar, suppose at the time it was functioned for 5 minutes, for example. When he was kept mouse along with the burning candle, at the time within 2 minutes, so the light as well as the mouse also both are extinguished. So thereby here what is the point now we are observing? So here I think so in the presence of both, I think so the oxygen levels are depleted very rapidly. Okay, so thereby what he was conducting the information, so thereby he concluded that a burning candle or an animal that breathe in the air both somehow damage the air. Damage the air means so here the oxygen levels, instead of the oxygen levels there were a levels of or more levels of carbon dioxide. So that is the point here we can understand. But when he was placed a mint plant, so now he is introducing a mint plant. So in the same bell jar, he found that the mouse stayed alive and the candle continued to burn. So means here what is the thing? Instead of first of all, he was took one bell jar again, so burning candle he was placed. And later it was placed mice. At the time, both were suffered from the suffocation and both the lives were extincted or extinguished. So later it was observed that because of these two, the air was damaged. He was given somewhat information, and when he was introduced one mice mint plant into the bell jar, now within the bell jar 3 organisms are there. One is Yeah, means not three organisms, three things are there. One is candle light is there, and one more is mint plant is there, and another one is mice is there. Now in the presence of mint plant, what is the point we can understand? No, the mice is stayed alone, alive, as well as the candle also continue to burn. So at the time Priestley was giving a somewhat information, that is his Priestley hypothesis as follows: the plants restore the air, whatever the breathing the animals and burning candles remove. Means here definitely, so he is giving somewhat a hypothesis, so according to the above result. So according to the above result, what are the words he is using as is, so definitely plants has the capability to restore the air. Restore the air means, so here the carbon dioxide that will be converted into oxygen. Restore the air means, that is the point. Now why? Because here breathing animals as a burning candles, definitely that will produce as the carbon dioxide. No, that particular carbon dioxide is received by the plants, and by receiving the carbon dioxide, plants giving off oxygen. Because of the giving of oxygen only, both candle as well as mice are there in functioning. So thereby, because of these particular experiments, what we can understand here is, definitely plants produces oxygen by receiving of carbon dioxide. So that is a point, or that is a hypothesis phenomenon, or that are those points we can understand clearly. So later, using a similar setup, so similar setup means Bell-Jar experiments. So Priestley was used Bell-Jar, no? So likewise same setup as one used by the Priestley, but by placing it in the dark and in the sunlight. Means here Priestley, what is the setup he was used? No, so same kind of a setup was used by the John Ingenhousz. Now by taking of same setup, what he is doing? E means John Ingenhousz. What is doing? No, now he is keeping the two plants, or two different types of plants. One plant in the dark and another plant in the sunlight. So when he was placed like that, no, so he is observing, so the plant which is placed in the dark, no, being very unhealthy, and the plant which kept, or which is exposed to the sunlight, no, that was seems to be very healthy. So thereby Ingenhousz, what is the information he is giving us is, it showed that the light is essential to the plant processes that somehow purifies the air, followed by the burning candles or breathing animals. So thereby he is giving a statement. So definitely plants has the capability to purify the air. To purify the air. And one elegant experiment he was conducted. So there an elegant experiment was conducted. So by taking off one aquatic plant known as hydrilla plant. So hydrilla plant we know very well, aquatic plant, no, which survives in the water. So thereby here what is the information we can understand? No, when he was placed the hydrilla plant in the water, definitely water within the water only we will see, no. So that particular condition, when it was that particular setup, when it was exposed to the light, no, it was observed around the hydrilla plant, it was observed the formation of small bubbles. So now here it was observed that when this particular hydrilla plant was exposed to the light, definitely we are observing the formation of small bubbles around the plant. So thereby I think so these bubbles were oxygen. So likewise, so somewhat information, so John Ingenhousz giving us. So thereby what is the point we can understand here is, definitely when the plants are exposed to the sunlight, so definitely produces the oxygen. So likewise, now here we are discussing two early experiments. One is given by the Joseph Priestley, and another one was given by the John Ingenhousz. Still earlier experiments are there. In the next video let us discuss with them. Thank you, and be safe at home.